Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend and you enjoyed the racing yesterday out at the Vol out at Turffontein and Kenilworth. And you're looking forward to today's racing out at the Greyville Turf. Yesterday, the postman chose 7 winners on the card in all his selections, four first-time winners in the selection boxes. He also tipped the PA. 144 Rand perm, returned 30 Rand, and we caught it 48 times, returning 1,440 Rand. So that was great value with that. And the best bet, Quiet Rebellion, paid 5 Rand a win and 2 Rand a place on the tote. So that was great value there. Kenilworth, we predicted 5 winners. However, our best bet was scratched, so we're disappointed with that. And nothing else to say about the Kenilworth card. Greyville, we got the turf today, and we've got the Warwickle that's going to go through the card with you. So sit back and enjoy his predictions, and hopefully you can pick a couple of winners for us.
Thank you, Del Boy. Racing comes to us from Greyville Turf track on the 14th of November. It's an 8-race program. The first race starts at 12:35 p.m. First leg of the bar pot. My first selection here will be number 2, Drogarati. Warren Kennedy reunites with the son of Wally Hall. Last time, jumped from a wideish draw. Didn't find any extra. Drops back and trip. And from a good draw, could steal this one. For second, we're going to go for number 9, Geronimo. Donovan Dillon for Wendy Whitehead. He knows this 4-year-old bay gelding very well. Found a good finish last time on the poly over this distance. Tries the Greyville Turf track for the first time, but has run some decent races on the turf at Scottsville before. Will be the major threat here. For third, number 3, Lockheed Electra. Made a moderate debut over this course and distance after losing some ground at the start. Sean Veal jumps on board for Garth Puller and could improve drastically from a good draw of 3. For fourth, we're going to go for number 1, the long-time maiden Garfox. Jumps from pole position. Good improvement last time over this distance on the poly. Has placed once before at this track. Could full back end of trifectas and quartets. Race 2 is a maiden plate over 1,400 meters for fillies. This is where my best bet comes into play. Number 5, Never Ending Love. Showed good improvement last time, despite excuses on the poly. Returns to the turf. And if the pace is on here, could be flying up with Samanga Kumalo retaining the ride. Teeny Princely stable is in top form and currently at 7-2. For second, we will go for number 2, Princess T. Might have found the mile slightly too far last time. after a good run to Unconditional Love. You can know the form has been well franked there. Has run on the turf before at Scottsville and makes her Greyville course debut, turf debut. Jumps from a neat draw of 2. Will be the major threat. For third, I'm going to go for number 8. 2 moderate sprints over 1,200 meters on the poly. Gives an impression that this 3-year-old chestnut filly will enjoy the extra ground and hopefully will be running on at the death. For fourth, we're going to go for number 10, Miss Ounce. Has had excuses in her last 2 runs. Keegan DeMiller jumps back on board. And if enjoying the extra ground, could also be flashing up late. Third race is the maiden plate of 1,400 meters for fillies. My first selection here is the short price favorite, number 8, Lady Yusra. Run up in her last 3 starts. Could finally get it right. Dean Kanemayer stable is back in form and is my clear first selection. For second, we're going to go for number 5, Blue Sails. Improving with every run. Tries the extra ground and could be the major threat here. For third, we're going to go for number 1, Blazing Astute. Billy Jacobson jumps on board for Alison Wright. 3 fair runs. Did have excuses last time. Seems to have issues, but is lightly raced and could make further improvement. For fourth, we're going to go for number 2, Pantia. 2 moderate sprints. Interesting jockey booking of Samanga Kumalo. Jumped from draw 2. Could make vast improvement over the extra ground. Race 4 is a maiden plate over 1,600 meters for fillies. My first selection here will be number 3, Flag of Wren. Warren Kennedy retains the ride for Dennis Bosch. This is quite a lethal jockey-trainer combination. Good last run when fancied. When run up to Miss Lala. Did have excuses. That was on the poly. Could get it right here on the turf from a good draw of 3. For second, we're going to go for number 12, Park and Fly. Made vast improvements second time out. Over 1,900 meters at this track. Drops back and trip. And could be flashing up late. Retains the blinkers. For third, we're going to go for number 4, Lily of Orange. Run up in her last 2 starts. Should enjoy the mile. Should be involved in the finish as well. In a wide open race. For fourth, we're going to go for number 7, And We Danced. Moderate last run over the course and distance. Samanga Kumalo jumps on board for Dennis Bosch. 3-year-old Bayfully is very fit and could full back end of trifectas and quartets. Race 5 is a merit rated 72 handicap over 1600 meters. Very wide open affair, as the betting suggests. My narrow first selection here will be number 6, Tachman. Good improvement last time, over slightly further on the poly. Has won over the mile before. And with Kamala on board, could sneak it here. But it's a very wide open affair. So it is my very narrow first selection. For second, we're going to go for number 4. One of the rank outsiders, Fade to Black. Wiseman Njokwa takes 4 kgs off the back. Will be carrying a very low mass. And has placed over this course and distance before. Could upset at large odds. For third, we're going to go for number 5, Cesora. Fair last 2 efforts after a good win on the poly. An interesting thing here is that this son of Oratorio is unbeaten and only run over the course and distance. Must be respected. For fourth, we're going to go for number 2, Bend the Rules. Gutsy win last time over this distance on the poly. Shouldn't have any issues back on the turf. Does make his turf Greyville debut. But with Warren Kennedy on board, could be in the mix here from a good draw of 2. Sixth race is merit rated 79 handicap over 1400 meters for fillies and mares. Also a very wide open affair, as the betting suggests. First selection here will be number 5, Princess Anastasia. Seanville for Dennis Dreyer. Stable seems to have come back to form. Fair last run over the 2000 meters. Drops back and trip. Has placed over this course and distance previously when running a short head to Purple Moons Up. Should be flying at them late. For second, we're going to go for number 1, Boldly Go. Just touched off last time on the poly over this distance. Shouldn't have an issue with the turf, as this 4-year-old bay filly did originally come from Cape Town and did win over 1200 meters on the turf at Kenilworth before. Jumps from pole position, will be the major threat. For third, we're going to go for number 8, Captain Ariano. Consistent recent form. Yet to win over the distance, but has been placed over course and distance. Gets 4 kgs off the back. For fourth, we're going to go for number 12, Ulala. Moderate comeback run. Should strip fitter. Is a 2-time course and distance winner. And could upset if at best. The 7th race is a merit rated 80 handicap over 1000 meters. Also another wide open affair. My narrow first selection here will be number 2, Pinda Mzala. 2-time winner over the distance. Showed signs of coming back to his best last time. Did run to much stronger. 3 runs back over 1-1 at this track. Will enjoy this running in this class, and from draw 2, Muzi could extract the best out of this 4-year-old bay gelding. For second, we're going to go for number 7, Cold Hard Cash. As well in at the weights here with a 4 kg claim. Good improvement last time over this distance on the poly. Has won over the course and distance before, and could be in the shake-up once again. For fourth, we're going to go for number 8, Blaze of Silk. Also showing signs of coming back to his best, but is a 7-year-old chestnut gelding, and always shows good speed, and if allowed to get away, could be difficult to peg back if given too much rein, but should be filling back end of trifectas and quartets here. Race 8 is a merit rated 79 handicap of the 1200 meters. For fillies and mares, this is where you find my value bet of the day, number 3, 3 Hearts. Moderate handicap debut over this distance on the poly after an impressive win over this course in distance. Kamalo jumps on board for Justin Snaith. You know this combination. They can flower them up at some decent odds. And if the pace is on here, could win this one for us here. And the lucky last. Just remember, always put the field in your exotics, especially the pick 6. For second, we're going to go for number 9, Humdinger. Fair last run in strong company. Drops back in trip, and is the obvious threat here. So just be careful of this last race. It is very wide open. It is my narrow first selection, the 3, but watch Humdinger as well. Could also be flashing up. For third, we're going to go for number 6. One of the rank outsiders, Lundy Island. Moderate last run on the poly. Hasn't won on the turf before, but must be respected in this type of field. For fourth, we're going to go for number 1, Ethiopian Queen. Good maiden win over the 1,000 meters on the poly. Shouldn't have an issue back on the turf. And could be in the shake-up from draw 1. Thank you. And back to Delboy.
Thanks for that, the Warricle. I hope you're going to steer the guys in the right direction, like you normally do. And we have a good day's racing out at the Greyville Turf. He's tipped to 8 race program, Bipod PA, add-in take percentages, best bet Never Ending Love, 7-2, value bet 3 Hearts, 7-1. Once again, top tipper betting tips gives you the value, so you make more profit at the end of the day. Guys, if you're enjoying our videos, please like, subscribe, and share. We're having lots of fun on this channel, as you can all agree. Join our Facebook page. It's private. So if you want to join, send the link through and I'll put you on. Otherwise, enjoy the racing today. Have a fantastic Sunday with your families. And remember our motto, enjoy, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.